It is bright and early. I mean, dark and early. It's not bright outside. It's so dark.
What were you saying about like the company?
What company?
Uh,
Oh, so I recently saw that um, Laval is celebrating their 12th year anniversary, and they hit $3 billion in sales. $3 billion in sales. That's freaking insane. Um, it was just really exciting to see that because I know some of you have been here since they were a $1 billion company. Hi. And so to be able to be here during the time when they hit 2 billions in sales and then now 3 billion in sales, it's just insane to me. I mean, this product is only like a couple $100 a month, right? So how many couple $100 a month or how many customers, and promoters are there to be able to get to $3 billion in 12 years? It's insane. It's a really huge milestone. And it just shows you like where the company's going, right? Where the business is going, because 3 billion is not small. Like that's with a B, billion.
yeah, it's not small.
Yeah, it just was not that long ago when they were $2 billion in sales, right? So you can see the longevity of this company and how quickly it's growing and where it's going to go, and um, it's insane. So stick and stay.
Yeah, I think like something to note
Can
too.
you get in?
Yeah, can't get in.
Just suck it in. Suck it all in.
All right. One thing to note as well though is like everyone here is a part of it, right? I think that's the most
Yeah,
important thing. Like a can't get this right.
I feel like it's usually on a stand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but that's crazy. That's really cool. So congratulations to all of you. And yeah, it's like what you said though. It's longevity.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really good.
like this company is still growing, right? And it's still growing at a very rapid speed. Like a lot of you guys are completely brand new here, and some of you guys have been around for a long time, right? We've seen people come in, we've
Mhm.
seen people go out, we've seen people come back in,
Mm.
we've seen people go through life and kind of take like pauses, but they always come back. And why do they come back? They come back because of the products, right? Like they come back because they can't get that feeling anywhere else when you
Mhm.
like take your vitamins, right? When you take Thrive, like you can't get this feeling anywhere else that I know of. Or maybe I just haven't tested it, right? Just like I took these products, they worked for me like no other vitamins and probiotics ever had. And I took like everything on the shelves and everything like online. And so I was just like, I'm not going to experiment anymore. Like, why? I can get my products for free, and it works like nothing else has ever worked. It's very easy to maintain. So, being a part of this company is really something special.
Mhm.
For Shun and I, like when we look at businesses and we look at what we're going to put our energy into, it's never short term or something quick, right? Like we don't just come in to try to do something short, make a quick buck, whatever. It's always long term, because you can start and you can keep starting multiple things and you can keep starting things over and over and over again. But what happens? Like as soon as you start, you're kind of on to the next thing, on to the next thing. And it takes the same amount of time and energy to build one business or to build one thing than it does to build like 10 different things with your mind scattered everywhere, right? So for us, we look at long-term growth. We look at a company's stability, like how much debt are they carrying, right? And Laval has no debt, right? They said they're a debt-free company, and you've seen other businesses in this industry, and they've just been going down pretty quickly, right? Like all over the news. But this company has still stayed strong and stayed true to their word, and they're here for the long term, and so are we, right? Like regardless of up seasons, down seasons. This is a long-term thing that you can build, right?
Mhm.
And it's all, on the side. Like you can build it in like the nooks and crannies of your day. We all have 5, 10, 30 minutes a day scattered in a 24-hour period. If you really look, you'll find it, right? So yeah.
That's really good.
And then Angela says, we have been a $250,000 team for the last 3 months. Holy, $250,000. 3 months, you guys. We are growing. The time is now. People are looking for extra income too. 62 promoters signed this month. Stick and stay. You will get your pay. Stick through the hard. Yes. And you guys, these are incredible numbers, right? Like maybe some of you guys think like, I don't know how that's going to happen. Like, don't think of the how. Like, think of the belief, right? Because I was looking at something the other day and it talked about 80% belief. Like 80% of the work is always the belief. Like the belief that you can, you will, and you already have it. It's just a matter of catching up to the time. And the how you'll figure out. Like if you really want something in life, you're going to figure it out, right? But you have to believe that you can get it. It all starts in the mind. And when your mind makes a decision, like subconsciously, you'll actually start to think of things and your brain will like start to work and think of solutions and think of how and think of reasons. Like you'll just start thinking through like all the hows, right? But you have to have that belief first, because if you don't have that belief that you can, then you're not going to think of the how. Like the how is not going to come very easily, right? So like look at the numbers. Like that is insane. $250,000 last 3 months, 62 promoters signed on. And it goes like that. It's fast. It's very, very fast, right? But how much do you believe that you can? And you're deserving of this opportunity too. You know, there's a lot of people out there who don't have companies and love this industry anymore, right? Like, are you going to get their attention? Are those people within your network, within your reach? Probably. But if they don't know what you do, then how would they know, right? And if you don't believe you can, you're not going to put that energy out there.
Keep on, you got this.
So stick through the hard. Yes, there's always going to be ups and downs to every single business. Like every business, it's just like every day. Like there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. Life happens. It sucks. Boohoo. Get up and go back out there, right? Like don't just give up. And I always like to use the analogy of babies, right? Like when you're a baby, you don't understand things. Like people haven't projected things onto you and you haven't kind of been like traumatized by other people that much yet anyways. I mean, if you grew up in a better household, but when they try to walk, they fall down. Like you don't see babies just get up and just start walking or running marathons, right? Like so think of yourself sometimes as a baby. This is something new. You haven't done it before. You got to put in your reps, right? Like, and I read somewhere that like 10,000 hours is what's needed to perfect like a certain skill, right? So if you've only been in a couple hours or like 1,000 hours, like you got to keep going. You can't give up. Imagine if a baby was like, well, I can't walk and I see so and so walking, I see so and so running, I see so and so running a marathon, and I'm just here stuck and I can't get up and I can't walk. So I'm just not going to walk, right? Like they don't do that. They don't have that in their minds that they're not going to be able to walk. In their mind, it's like, oh, okay, I fell. I'll try again. Okay, I'll try again. I'm going to try again because I see everyone else going, or I see other kids going, or I see my parents or siblings around me going. So I'm going to get up. Like I'm going to do it. Right. So you have to have that mentality of like, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go again. Like I'm going to go again. I can do it. Right. And so working on your mind is so much more important than anything else. Like the skill sets can always be obtained, but if you don't have the mindset, you're not going to obtain the skill set. And if you have the mindset, and if you have like the skill sets, but you don't have the mindset, it's like you're not going to think of going in that direction or in that route, right? Because your mind is never going to allow you to find those skill sets, right? So yeah.
That's true. That leads like right into the genius.
Like you don't have to be the smartest person. Like
Mhm.
you don't, right? Like you really don't have to be the smartest person or the best looking person or whatever. Like you just have to have that belief in yourself and make the decision and just go.
It's not about the external, it's about the internal.
Yeah.
That's very true. You had like a lot of great points.
Thanks.
So
Thanks.
there was a lot, but I forgot what I was gonna share to add on to it. But that was fire.
I gotta finish my shake.
All right, go for it. That was fire. So everything that Crystal talked about, it actually leads into a topic that I was reviewing yesterday, or I just discovered yesterday, and it's called the Six Geniuses. And so this goes hand in hand with, with what we do because we work in teams, right?
Hmm.
You're
Hmm.
just because you are an independent, like, promoter, uh, whatever that the legalities of it are, you are immersed into an environment where there's community, and there's other people, and you also have an accountability with the leadership and yourself. And so you're naturally in a environment with teams. So there is something called the six geniuses when it comes to teams. And basically, like what I can summarize from it is that it's allowing you to position every single person on your team, with as long as they're actively, intentionally focused on doing it, um, and open to being positioned properly, then you're going to be positioned. Every single person in the team is going to be positioned in their strengths and in what they enjoy to do, in the lanes that they want to run in. Okay. And so I want to actually share my screen and break that down. But congratulations, Angela. That's fire. And everyone who has gotten started, you're brand new to Thrive. If this is your first time on Fire Hour, welcome. Welcome to the family, to the team, to Thrive. And you're in the right hands. You're following the right leaders. You're running with the right leaders, with the right people. And you are yourself a leader. Okay. I believe that everyone here is a leader because everything rises and falls in leadership. You are the leader of your own ship in your life. And so you got to just really like go after all the goals and dreams that you have. Every single decision that you make is going to shape your destiny. And so when it comes to you being a part of an environment with people who are actively and intentionally focused on their goals and dreams, actively and intentionally running towards their vision, taking actions towards changing their life, changing the trajectory of their future, doing whatever it takes to put food on the table, do whatever it takes to, go after your goals. Like, that's on you, And so I commend you for being brave. I commend you for being courageous. I commend you for being unstoppable with going after your goals by making the decision to say yes. So when it comes to being here, when it comes to going on fire hours, on power hours, on whatever environment, Thrive Palooza, when it comes to you being able to get an opportunity to go into the right rooms, to be surrounded with the right people, to be in proximity with others who are going after the goals, that's everything. Okay. You don't necessarily have to know the how. If there's a quote like the why is strong, the how is easy, right?
Mhm.
So it's all about your why. It's about your reason for why you are doing this. It's about your reason for why you are going after your goals and dreams. It's the reason why you even decided to say yes. It's the reason why you even decided to take a look. Okay. And this goes for everything in your life, right? It's not just Thrive. This is for your health, for your wealth, for your relationships, for your own fulfillment, right? Everything that you do, like every single aspect of your life is up to you. And if you're going to go after it, like it's just about one decision away. That's all it is. And it's just better, in my opinion, to go with people who are running in the same direction because it seems like a lot faster, a lot more fun and more enjoyable. And not only that, but there's so much more magic that can happen when you come into a room and you lock arms with people who are going after the same things. You know what I mean? And it also shows you what's possible because you may not have had any inkling, or you may have had like 1% doubt that it's impossible. You know what I mean? And that 1% doubt means that you're out. And so it's all about what she said. It's about belief. It's about having 100% belief, right? Like 80%, whatever. But I say have 100%, okay? Have 100% belief because anything that you believe, you can, right? This is from Think and Grow Rich, the book. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Okay. So you have to have 100% belief. 100% belief leads to achievement. And, if you look back in your life and you think about all the things that you've achieved, was it because you believed it? Right. Maybe in the
Yeah.
beginning, maybe like you were really convicted that, you know what, I'm going to make this happen. And because of that certainty that you had, that 100% belief, you just started to do the actions. You made many decisions that led to those actions, and those actions led to success, right? You might have, like for me and her, like I just kept on going, when it came to 2018, I just decided to go on my own, and I decided to just, pursue entrepreneurship. And I didn't know if I was going to make it. I just knew 100% that if I put my effort into it, I put my willpower into it, I put my 100%, intentions on me going after my success, then I would get it. And through the ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey, which I've experienced many of, it was a very interesting journey, like to say the least, but I had 100% belief that I would make it. And when it came to me meeting her, it was just because of one connection, right? From high status networking. And one connection led me to her. And guess what? Like we went, like we got together for business reasons, but then we ended up with a lot more, right? So much more. Like it goes beyond business now, and now we're able to do life together, like going after the same goals, the same vision, with the same mentalities and vice versa. And then not only that, but also being able to, do Fire Hour, right? This is just one thing that stemmed from our relationship. There's so many things that will happen when you get into the right rooms, when you connect with the right people, when you get in proximity with other people who are going after their goals and dreams, right? If we did not get together, Fire Hour might not exist, or the term Fire Hour may not exist. This experience may not have existed, right? All these things that have uh, become fruitful from everyone's connections and everyone's efforts, it may not have existed, right? The company, $3 billion, it wouldn't have existed without you guys,
Yep.
right? I can say that because from the data, like I'm pretty sure that your team is like really a big hitter in that company. So, you know, um, I
We're the
don't.
best team.
So, all right. Anyway,
But everyone's amazing though. Like you guys will meet a lot of other people from a lot of other teams, and there is nothing like this culture that like Thrive brings, right? Like there's other teams out there and they're great too, and they're really nice. So if you get into a room of thrivers, you will definitely know what it feels like to really be thriving in life, because everyone's just nice to each other. And they just love being nice to each other and love having to have good energy around each other, right? There's nothing like it. So anytime you guys have an opportunity to go to a local, go to a local. You go to a lifestyle getaway, have an amazing time and explore that, right? And every year there's Thrive Palooza. It's in April of every year. So that is like that's like the number one thing you got to get yourself into. Like there's nothing else like putting yourself in that energy. So every time new people come in, like I'm always like, did you hear about Thrive Palooza yet? And they're like, what's that? Or like, yeah, I heard about it, because the time to start planning is now. And I know it's only, what is it? August, the end of
yeah.
August, and that's in April, but start planning for it. Like it's not that far away. Time passes by so quickly. The holidays come, the new year comes like really quickly, right? So start planning to get yourselves there, because everyone that has gotten themselves there have really changed their mindset, their vision, their belief, and their energy, right? And they
Yeah.
bring it back home. And when they bring it back home, they spread it around to people. And sometimes you just got to be excited, right? Like sometimes people are like, I have no idea what it is, but I am so excited
Mhm.
for whatever it is. I had a couple small wins not too long ago. I sent out like 3 samples in a week. So to me, those are small wins, but I was so happy, right? Like I was so happy that I knew people were about to get started, right? Like one person, I'm waiting till she gets back from vacation. Another one, she had some issues, health issues. So, but she still has the package, right? And I was so excited. And she's like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to start. And she goes, I have no idea what I'm starting. And I'm so excited, but I can't wait till I get my package and start now, right? Like you have to be that energy. You have to be that excitement. You have to be like, hey, I'm doing something fun. And do you want to do it with me? Because you never know what's going to happen, right? Like
Yeah.
that childlike mentality of waking up every day, like, what are we going to get ourselves into today? Like, what adventure is going to come today? Like, I just want to have fun until I knock out, right? Like, you have to bring that type of excitement and that type of energy when you're talking about your vitamins, because people are like, what is that? Like, how come you're so happy about that? You got to You got to bring that energy forth, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, very true. Like you're on fire. Like I just want to keep letting you just keep going.
I'm done.
Yeah, Angela, thank you for the shout out. Oh, we really appreciate everything that you say and share.
Thank you.
And you are truly a role model.
Yeah.
Truly a role model.
You inspire me all the time. I love
Likewise.
watching you. I love watching you.
Likewise. Thank you so much. That's fire. That is, you know, let that soak in right there. We love you.
Oh, you and Lynn went out for payday. So fun. Love you too. I mean, there's nothing like getting around thrivers. Like honestly, like when we get together, like it's just so fun.
Yeah, and you know what? Like that's contagious though, right? It's a good way. It's positive. It's like enthusiasm, right? You can't, it's not taught, it's caught, right? That's a quote. And so like when you're enthusiastic, when you have excitement in your voice, when you are excited in your life, like for your life, when you're excited for whatever you're doing, not just thrive, but like for every aspect of your life, right? Going out, like for lunch, for brunch, like having an adventure, right? Every single day can become an adventure. It doesn't matter. Like it's all about your creativity, your mindset. It's about your imagination, right? When it comes to like being an entrepreneur, you can do anything you want to do. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. It's about freedom. It like the money comes, but what with the money coming, the freedom, the options,
Yeah.
because you have tools now. You have more tools, right? Money is just a tool. It's energy transfer. And when it comes to you being able to get whatever you want or do whatever you want or be wherever you want or be even whoever you want, right? It's about like you being free, right? And you don't even need money to be free, okay? Because if you're free first in the mind
Yeah.
and in your heart, then you are free. Now you are free to do whatever it is that you want to do and pursue because now there's no more limitations. There was like I'm going to get into the six geniuses, like I'll share my screen, but there was a training I was watching yesterday, and I never seen it before, but it's by a leadership mentor by the name of John C. Maxwell. Okay, and he was talking. It's like all the people that I reference, okay, or that we reference, or anyone references, okay. If they are a leader, an expert, they're at the top of the field in the industry that they're teaching, or in the skill set that they're teaching, etc. Like always refer to them. Okay. One of the quotes that I love and that I live my life by is everything rises and falls in leadership. You are the leader of your own ship in your life. So everything rises and falls on you, right? Everything rises and falls in leadership. That's from John C. Maxwell. He is an expert and basically one of the top guys in terms of teaching about leadership. When it comes to leadership, though, what else is there? There's communication, right? Angela's saying he's my mentor for leadership. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and guess what? Like if you guys want to like get a seminar, okay, or get into the room, here's the beauty of social media, right? Go online, go on YouTube, right? YouTube University, and type in like his name, and then go consume all his content. You don't need to consume like all these other books. Like when this guy is literally designed or created a design training for leadership, okay, leadership development, right? He doesn't just talk about like the qualities of a leader. He doesn't just talk about the laws of leadership. He doesn't just talk about like just the intangible stuff. He talks about tangible skills as well. The things that you are using every single day, like whether it's be through texting, through messaging, through your DMs, whether it be posting on Instagram or social media, all of the leadership skills, they translate into communication. And so however that may be for you, right? You gotta, if you want to, I'm just encouraging you, but there's a tool, right? There's a tool. If Thrive-Palooza is in April, right? It's a few months away. Guess what, right? That doesn't mean you have to wait until Thrive-Palooza, right? We have access to free tools such as YouTube. Use YouTube to your advantage and go a little bit like, push yourself, right? Push yourself out of your comfort zone and go after that, whatever that tool is. And then when it comes to Thrive-Palooza, like when it comes to you like knowing that there is an event coming up, right? If this is just another thing for organization, okay? If you really, this really is about like wealth, okay? We're gonna be sharing right now, but it trickles down to everything you do, right? This is all aspects of your life, okay? It's about organization. It's about like being on your schedule, on your own time, okay? Living your life on your own time, on your own terms. Well, guess what? One of the things that you mentioned about, Thrive in April, it reminded me that, if we already know that there's an event coming up where we can all get inside the room together and we can connect, we can mastermind, we can enjoy each other's time, like all these different things, okay, that happens from it, and all the magic that happens from it as well, from just getting in the room, because the mastermind effect gets activated. Why would you not plan that out? Why would you not plan ahead to get yourself in that room? Okay. So there's something called the 5 Ps. The 5 Ps is proper planning prevents poor performance.
I
Okay.
don't think I've heard you say that before.
Yeah. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Okay. So with proper planning, like if you already know that there's an event coming up, or there's, a mastermind, or there's something that is going to change your life, right? Whether you know it or not, right? But you know that other people who are successful and that are going after success, they're going after their goals and dreams, they're going towards the same vision, they are doing their run, they are going the distance, okay, from Hercules. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Is that from Hercules?
yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Go the distance. All right. Everyone here is, going after long-term goals, short-term and long-term goals, right? So you were going the distance. Guess what? Right? If this event where everyone is going to be at is happening in April, how many months do you have until April? Right? You have at least 6. Okay. Wait, what did I say?
8 months, 7 months, 7
Yeah.
months.
You have at least 6 months. Okay. So like, start
Was it the
planning.
5 Ps? And was it the 5 Ps that you're talking about? Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Yeah.
5 Ps. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Try to say that 3 times fast.
21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Yes, that book is fire.
You know what's funny? I don't remember if I told you or not, but it's funny that you mentioned John C. Maxwell, because one of the businesses that I've been looking at for us,
He's the
they
mentor of that.
recently, okay, so then I did tell
That's
you.
why, no, I looked it up. And then,
Oh yeah, so John C. Maxwell is now like the mentor, the leadership mentor of like that specific business.
yeah, and then that's why I looked him up.
Oh,
I don't know why. I just saw that and I was like, oh, let me just see what he's up to now. Because I've seen him in person. Like I was, fortunate. Well, I paid for it, but I got myself into the room, into a mastermind with less than 100 people, and it was John C. Maxwell on stage teaching us about leadership. And so I've seen him a few times, like in person. But that was when I was first starting my entrepreneurial run. Like this was like 2015 or 2016, and I was surrounded with people like, at the top, like people like it's crazy because network marketing, the industry of network marketing, like here's another event you must go to, okay? If this is just like it's not about the skills that you'll learn, it's about the belief, like the level of belief that will heighten, okay? When you get yourself in a room, like just imagine this, all right? Let me guys let me ask you guys a question first. Who has heard of Eric Worre? Okay. This guy like definitely changed my life because all the things that he taught about and the events that he hosts, like for me, being able to get into the room and being in that environment, being in that energy, it changed my life. And the reason why it's because it elevated my mindset when I didn't understand, when I had no knowing, or like I didn't know what was possible. And so when I got myself into that room and I'm sitting with 7-figure earners, like I never made money like back then. And so when I was sitting there, there's like a 6-figure earner here, 7-figure earner there, 8-figure earner here, and I'm like in a room with multimillionaires, okay? All multimillionaires, and I'm just here and I'm like, I haven't even made like $1,000 yet. But I'm in the room with these multimillionaires, okay? What impression, what impression was left on me? Like when I entered there, I was there for like 3 days and then I left. What impression was left on me?
probably that you can do it too.
Exactly. Like it's like I can do it too. It's possible, right?
Yeah.
And if these people did it, and I heard all of their stories,
Yeah.
and I got to rub shoulders with them, I got to shake their hands, I got to be in the same environment, learning the same exact things that they're learning at the same time. Why not me? Right? And so like when I got into that room, this is like what happens. Like when you get into rooms with winners, rooms with people who are going after their goals and dreams, rooms like Fire Hour, Power Hour, people who are actively, intentionally focused on doing the work and going after the goals, regardless of any other opinions. Who cares what other people think? Just you. It's about what you think about yourself and what you want to do. Okay. And so when I got into that room, the impression that was left on me is that it's possible, is that I can do it too. It's the mindset, right? It's the what am I able to achieve? Right? It's whatever I believe I can achieve. Okay. So like Eric Worre's go, I don't know like what it's doing now or how it is now, but if it's still out there and you can get yourself into that room, Eric Worre's, networking pro, network marketing pro, like event, that is one to take your leaders on. Okay. That everyone here is a leader. Okay. So if you are a leader and you have your leadership group, whatever that is, whoever that is for you, your accountability partners, whoever you're running with, you're texting them every single day, you're talking to them every single day. That is your accountability partner, and those are the people that you want to be with when it comes to going into that room. Okay, so this pertains to Thrivepalooza for sure, but your entire team, because every single person who gets started on Thrive should hear about Thrivepalooza because it's just a great environment to be in. Okay. When it comes to Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre, if that event is still going on, which I'm pretty sure it is, okay, then you and your accountability partners, the leaders on your team, you're not there to recruit anybody. Okay, that's part of the rules. You're there to just contribute back and to soak in the information, to soak in the knowledge, to make connections with people who are in the same industry but going after their goals and dreams together. Okay, and what you're gonna be impressed with there, I'm telling you right now, is that if you feel like you had a story that really changed other people's lives, just hear the people's stories like that are shared on stage. Just attend like one event and let me know how it was for you. Because I'm telling you right now, getting yourself in that room with people who 100,000% believe in network marketing, okay? They believe 100% in network marketing. They're just like you if you believe 100% in Thrive, right? Their mindset, their mentality, their belief level, their energy is through the roof. I'm telling you right now, if you get yourself around those people, you're going to come back with a fire that you've never had before. And it's going to spread to your entire team. And you're going to promote the next event. Okay. I'm telling you right now what has happened. What has happened for me, what has happened for those who have attended. And not only that, but all the information and the knowledge and the connections that you make and everything. Okay. The belief that you have, it stays with you. Okay. It stays with you forever. Whatever you pursue and do, it stays with you. That fire, you can always relight it, right? You can ignite it. And so that right there, like that's just one event, right? Thrivepalooza, another one. Imagine being able to talk to anybody on your team that you've never connected with before. And you just have that one conversation and change your entire life. One conversation can change your entire life. How do I know that? How do I know that that's possible? I talked to one person that I connected with, who's now my partner in business. And this guy led me to her. One conversation changed my entire life. Now I have 3 kids. Now I have multiple businesses. Now we're doing a nonprofit together. We're throwing a festival. We don't even know what we're doing,
Oh my God.
but we're doing it because we believe 100% that's possible.
The artists are already booked. Her
It's
booked.
freaking fire. Like,
He's booked.
I'm telling you guys right now, I'm telling you right now, like one conversation.
It's
right?
happening.
You are one connection away from total life change. You are one discussion away from your life changing. I'm telling you right now, it's just one person. It's one room, one environment. It's one decision that's going to shape your destiny. Say yes to these events. Say yes to the festival, Love Rising. Say yes to getting yourself in the rooms with people that you don't know yet. I'm telling you right now, it is changing your life.
Yep.
The opportunity cost is too great not to go. Okay? The opportunity cost is too great not to go. If you don't have a wedding or funeral to attend, you must go. That is the mindset and framework that you should have. I'm telling you right now, when I was doing network marketing full-time, direct sales, right? And I don't
That's where
encourage.
you got a lot of your sales skill sets, right?
I
Like
learned,
literally having to face people.
yeah, I learned majority of my sales, from network marketing, right? It's about people, relationship building, authentic connections. For me, like when I was inviting, like I would literally ask on the phone call. I'd be like, it's super random, but do you have a wedding or funeral to attend on this day, which is the day that I want to invite you to go learn about my opportunity? Everything has changed now,
But you just cut
obviously.
out the back part.
Yeah, but like I went through an entire script and there's better ways to do it. Obviously, things have changed since then because social media is like thriving.
Yeah.
But back, I did all that. Okay. I did all the mess ups. I made all the mistakes and there's still more mistakes to make that I'm avoiding. But I made all the mistakes and I went through the things that I would not encourage you to do, right? Or even teach anyone to do. But I did all that because I just did what people taught me. And I was like, okay, let me see how it works. And when you get into the right rooms with the people that have done those mistakes and you ask them like, hey, what should I not do? What is something that helped you get successful? What are some mistakes that I should avoid at all costs? Right? This is something that you should always ask anyone that you first like if they are a mentor or they're an expert or a guide or they're someone that has success, okay? Like one of the questions that you should always ask, like reverse engineer and make sure that you avoid the mistakes that they made, right? And it has to be mistakes that are deadly, okay? Like Eric Worre has something called the 7 deadly sins of network marketing. Like everyone should watch that. Go Google it after this video or this episode, and check it out. Like that right there, I've seen the 7 deadly sins happen, okay? I've seen them happen in network marketing.
I didn't know about that until you taught me.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. And those apply to business, like to traditional businesses as well. Okay. And so if that wisdom's out there, why not get it? Why not go grab it and learn it and then apply it if it's applicable to your life? Okay. There's so much more. There's always a lot more, but it's about like collecting that, like becoming like the mindset, okay? Like sharpening your student eye, the mentality of being a student and soaking in and grabbing whatever it is that you can apply to your life, to your business, etc. And then from there, kick out, cut out everything else that doesn't matter. Okay. Keep simplifying as much as possible. And then from there, just keep on going after it. Angela says, August 2023, a year ago, I went to Vegas to see Eric Worre and had our team go with us. I lost rank and I was looking to sharpen my skills, but I invited my team to grow with me. 1 year ago, so much can change when you don't give up. We're built and we will build we're built and we will be even better. Yes. I wholeheartedly believe in myself and my people. Loud and proud through all the struggles we have persevered. You're becoming the real value. You can do it again. If you did it once, yep, the power of one more time. Yeah. I can hear you saying it. One more reach, one more breakthrough. Say yes. Wow. And you know what? Like I commend you on going,
Yeah.
because like you got into the room, and you did it for your intentions, for your reasons, and like you bring that energy with you, right? You're tapping into it right now. Like you bring that energy with you. So that, Angela, thank you for sharing. Angela took a 1 day trip in and out. Boom. She got what she needed, and the rest is history. But this is, I can't leave my family like that. Yeah, I think that's really good. Like, I think family is the most important thing. That's like the challenge, like that's what you got to wrestle with.
The balance.
Yeah, it's like what we've discovered is that there's really like no such thing as balance.
You just have to schedule in what's the most important thing to you. Because sometimes you get blinded by chasing after goals, right? Like you forget, why did I do this in the first place? So scheduling, time blocking, and then having like hard stops and non-negotiables within your schedule.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the beauty of being in control of your life,
Yeah.
right? In control of your schedule, you get to like pick and choose what you want, right? So, let me see. Let me share my screen for the 6 geniuses. But this was dope. It's really good. So the 6 geniuses, there is an entire worksheet actually, and I think you know what? I printed it. I printed it.
Oh, you did. It was
Yeah.
in the stack of papers that I put to the side. Let me
Let's grab it. Yeah, and then I'll share my screen for it too. Do you have it?
Yeah, 3
Okay.
pages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it last night and then.
Yeah.
So since we're on the Eric Worre thing, so I was looking it up, right? That's why I was on my phone. So actually the GoPro Experience 2024 is happening virtually. So
Oh,
you don't
wow.
have to worry about hotels, flights, food, anything like that. You can do it from home. And it's $97 right now for early bird pricing, and it's December 6th and 7th, right? So the 6th and 7th falls on Friday and Saturday. Um, so yeah, if you guys want to do that, like maybe a group of us can do it together online and then we can just like, take notes and stuff. So this year it's virtual, right? And it's only a couple months away, 4 months away, 3 months away, 3 months away, right? So the in-person is like $5,000 and you have
Oh,
to
what?
get accommodations and there's like a max of like 400 people that they're gonna have. Everything else is in person. Like you can do the general admission or you can do like the VIP, right?
That's interesting.
So that's happening right now. If you guys are interested,
Yeah, that is good, you
message
know?
in the chats. It's virtual, right? So it's a lot easier doing virtual than it is like, going in person sometimes and taking the time out from your family. So yeah, it's a
Here.
good investment.
Get together with your team. Angela says, I
Yep.
would get together with your team somewhere to watch together,
Yeah.
train together. Yes.
I was gonna say that too. Like if you guys can get together and like sit in the same room and have like your notebooks and like snacks and whatever and just kind of have like that watch party, like I think it's so much more exciting, you know? So we have that message in the chats.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's another reason to get together. All right. That's perfect. Okay, so
Yeah.
let me share.
Message in the chats.
Yeah, you should post that like inside, or if yeah, post that inside. This is the I don't know if you guys seen this before. If anyone's ever seen this.
I've never seen it until last night.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep and I was like, I'm
Okay.
just ask you to do it today.
Yeah. Well, I still I haven't used it yet, but after like I watched. So if you look up six geniuses or the six genius,
I think you had a YouTube link.
yeah, there has to be something
You have a YouTube link.
here. Let me see.
Is it this one? No, it's in our Slack. Oh, look, guys, I'm still on it.
The six types. Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So the six types of working genius. I think that I think that this is good because, oh, Angela says I did that with our company-wide goat trainings. Oh, that's
Oh,
good. Okay. So that's really good then.
yeah.
That's really good.
I've never heard or seen this before until yesterday. You posted it in our nonprofit chat.
Yeah.
And you were going over it. And then I was like, but by the time I saw it was already like 9 or 10. So I was like, I'm gonna just ask you to go over it tomorrow. I just watch it tomorrow.
It basically like
So now I have you doing it live. Thank you.
yeah, I still need to like review it more, but I'm gonna review it
Just
like
go
together.
over like what it is in general. We
Yeah,
have 15 minutes.
I know. I'll just go real quick and then we'll move on. I just wanted to share this tool, okay? Like I'm not going to review it in detail, but I'm going to share the tool because this is part of working in teams, right? If you're actively working in teams, right, and you are relying on other people because that's part of the team. You're relying on them to get certain things done. Like you have to at certain points or after like over a horizon of time, you'll start to ask yourself like, all right, like do they really want like is this the best use of their time? Okay, that's really the question you should ask. Is
Yeah.
this the best use of their time? And so when it comes to positioning people into the right positions, like this worksheet talks about having people in the right zone of their genius. Okay, so there's wonder, there's invention, there's discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity. There are six, and the acronym, like they made up an acronym called WIDGET. So wonder, invention, discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity. And basically what they're saying, because I want, if you're going to get the information, like watch the video, okay? Like look it up on YouTube and get all the information, but I'm giving you a summary because it's a tool, okay? I'm just pointing out the tool. If you are someone who, and they break it down, they break down like the definition of each of these six, but I'm going to just simplify it because I don't have the exact definition of it here for some reason.
I
If
thought there was a breakdown somewhere.
it goes back into Peter Drucker's Managing Oneself book that I recommended, okay? If you know your blind spots, okay? If you know your blind spots, then because you did the exercise from the Peter Drucker's Managing Oneself, right? You know your blind spots, that means that you know your strengths too, okay? And so when it comes to you positioning yourself in one of these categories, one of these 6 categories, it's because you're operating in a strength. And they take it a step further. They also say that, if you are someone who enjoys like working in your wonder, like being the creative, being someone who's using their vision, their imagination, like their ideas, like they're allowing their mind to wander. This right here is the area of genius that they would operate in. Okay. If there's someone in enablement, like they talk about how someone needs to have enough information before they're able to like move the needle forward, right? Like this, yeah, this is just a worksheet that you can assign people to based on their strength or weakness, based on their genius or frustration. And it's super simple because it allows you to really see like your strengths and weaknesses on paper with everyone on the team. Okay. So I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen because it's too much. What's the video title? Angela says that's me. I am Wonder. Yeah, I think so. The video title is here. Where's your
Squishy, squishy. What are you looking for? Squishy, squishy,
the
squishy.
the video title is called The 6 Types of Working Genius. Hi, baby. Okay. Just again to repeat it, The 6 Types of Working Genius. All right. So look that up on YouTube, and it's just like I think it's like a 6-minute video or something, or 10-minute video.
10, yeah, under 10 minutes. It's pretty quick.
But it's just worth it, okay? Like it's worth it. And then if you've been consuming content, right? Like if you can watch in 2x speed because you can consume that fast, like then do it because it's worth it. Because you're saving time, all right?
But if you can't absorb it, just try inching it up a little bit, like so from 1 to maybe 1.25, 1.5. But as long as you can like hear it and understand it, right? Like, or sometimes you just have to like kind of start practicing 1.25, 1.5, and just like keep going up a notch. And if at a certain point you check out because you can't hear it anymore, then go back down to regular speed.
Yeah.
But that is, thank you, Devin. Thank you very
Go
much.
ahead.
That is that's one trick, one tool that Sean has taught me. Sometimes he listens to things on like 2x and I'm like, can you please stop? I'm getting dizzy.
But it's because like I can't do it on 3x.
But when you're in that place of like focus, if you can start to listen to things much faster, you love me. I love you too. She usually wakes up a little bit later, but I swear, like every Wednesday on Fire Hour, the kids just seem to like get up early, and we're like, why? When we're like trying to get you up early, like other days, like it doesn't happen. And these days of all days, it happens.
There's a lot of people.
But yeah, learning to listen a little bit faster will get more things crammed in your mind a bit. But don't do it if you're not intentional with it and not completely focused. But it is something that will help you because sometimes there's just so many videos and so many like audibles that you want to get through a day. But just make sure you're actually taking your time to intentionally like absorb the knowledge, take your notes, and like put something that you've learned into action, or even teaching it to your kids or someone that you know that's interested in learning about something. Yeah.
But the whole point of 2x is like to to save time, right? But the whole point of going after the tools is to understand and then apply,
Yeah.
right? So like I'm doing it because I can understand the content I'm consuming at a fast rate, and then I can because I've been doing this for years now, okay? So that's why it's a skill that you train, and it's about like how you learn. Like I talked about in the previous episode, it's about how you learn. If you don't know how you learn, then it's going to be very challenging to speed up when you don't understand like the fundamentals of your own, of yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you got to learn about yourself and learn about how you learn. And when you do that, it's going to unlock a lot more. It's the 20% that gets the 80 done. Okay. So that's like something super important. Let's see. So that's a tool, okay? So the six geniuses, like that's a tool. The one before that, I would encourage everyone to do if you haven't already, is Peter Drucker's Managing Oneself. Okay, if you haven't done that one yet, like that is a must. I'm not gonna.
That's like the strengths and weaknesses, right? Like
And much more.
It's like understanding yourself. I think that
So much more.
I went over the Audible the other day
Wanna go down?
when you mentioned it.
That's good.
Um,
That's something to like go out like once
Yeah.
a year if you want, you know?
that's like for you, sometimes it's a reminder of like what your strengths are. What I've noticed, like in business, if you put someone in a position that's not their strength, like although they can do it, although they can figure it out, and although they can do as many reps to get good at it, like it just makes no sense at all. It's usually like you have to find the strength in people and just be like, you know what, this is what you're really good at. It's completely frictionless. Like just work on this and don't touch anything else.
Yeah, like that's, ideally like a really strong team is you have the best of the best on the team.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're only just focused on like what they're really good at. And they just focus, everyone just kind of just stays in their lane and like does it and like that's it, right?
Yeah. Devin, you okay? Okay. All right. Let's wrap up.
Oh,
Let's wrap up, baby. Here we go. Let's wrap up.
so anyways,
You okay?
that's all that I got. That's all that I got. Yeah, I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna go over it once we get off, probably when we're in the car on the way to Riverside. But yeah,
Let's wrap the call because we gotta go.
oh, someone's in the waiting room, random. But we gotta go. We have a whole schedule to do today. Yeah.
Hey, fired up.
This is what happens when you leave me.
Sorry.
This is what happened. You're like,
Sorry, it's because the baby has a mallet.
this is what I do to you, not what you do to me. I leave the scene, not you.
Are you okay? She had this. Okay. No, there was a few tools that we there was a few tools that we mentioned, all right? I don't know if anyone ever takes notes on these.
How do you know? You want to know.
I know. I wish
Mental notes.
Oh, Zoom. My Zoom does.
See, now I'm gonna leave. No. So now she's
Go.
putting lotion out everywhere.
Sorry. Yeah.
On which one? What are you talking about?
Notes all the time. Nice. My Zoom actually does a recording of the notes. So if Peter Drucker's Managing Oneself, John C. Maxwell, the Six Geniuses, and like Eric Worre's Network Marketing Pro, and then also Thrivepalooza. Okay, so I believe that's 5 resources to go. Just do your research, your own research, look it up, and make it happen. Like make a decision. Okay, remember the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Right.
I'm gonna say it 3 times fast for fun.
And so like part of your journey in success, okay, your journey in fulfillment, whatever that is for you, your life, right? If you can apply the 5 P's to every aspect of your life, it's only going to help you. Okay, it's only going to help you and it's not going to hurt you, and it's actually going to make you a better leader because you're going to leave an impression on everyone else that observes you. If you are on your schedule, if you are on time, right, you're early and you're on time and you are going after your goals and dreams and you're living life on your own terms and you're being able, you're enabling yourself and empowering yourself to do whatever it is that you want because you're always on time, because you're always on schedule, because you've planned ahead, right? People take notice on that, okay? People notice that. And it changes your life because you have opportunities that you're not going to miss. You're going to be able to catch the opportunities faster because you're ahead, okay? So like that, when it comes to planning, when it comes to organization, when it comes to your schedule, like I'm telling you right now, like it's super important. And yes, Kay, it's not taught, it's caught 100% enthusiasm, right? So Like, go after it. You know, you guys got this. Happy Wednesday. Like, this is just the beginning, right? And we're gonna go into, like, when we see you guys next time, it's gonna be September, right? So end this month strong. End this month strong. It's gonna go faster. Everything's gonna go fast. Like, by the end, like, by we know it, it's gonna be 2025 soon. All right. So, but there's still so much.
I mean, I'm just trying to get to October.
There's 4 months. Okay. We got 4 months left. All right. Let's freaking end this year with a bang. All right. Let's make 2024 your best year. All right. Make it your best year. Caught the vision. Yes. That's good. So, all right. Have an amazing day. We do got to go, but have an amazing day. Crush it. Dominate your path. You guys got what it takes. You just got to make it happen 100%. Make a decision. All right. If you know ahead of time, you know, make a decision, say yes, see what happens. All right. See what happens and let me know. All right. Have an amazing day. We love you all. Crush it, dominate your path, and make it happen. We'll see you on the next episode. All right.
Love you guys.
Love
Happy
you all.
Wednesday. See you.
Peace out.
Bye.
Devin.
Hello. Devin, hello.